Okay, so here we are in the T-103. Now, this is a premium tank that you can now get, or you have been able to get for a while out of the lot store. It's been reviewed by quite a few of the content providers, and I think there's a bit of mixed feeling about it, but overall I think most of them actually like it, at least a little bit. So I think it's probably a good tank, but not a great tank. And the main reason it's good is because it has a very good gun. Now, unlike most Russian tanks, this gun is moderately accurate. The way I've got this set up, I get about a dispersion of 0.32, which is, I mean, it's not, certainly isn't pinpoint accurate, but it's a lot better than most Russian tanks, which are usually somewhere between 0.35 and 0.4, so it's substantially better than those. Anyway, here we go. We've got on the heavy, come down the heavy tank side, and no one's come with us. We've got one TD at this point, and we've got at least two tanks lining up against us. And it looks like the IS wants to push. So yeah, this thing has this 130mm gun, which has good pen, very good pen. I'll put that in a second, but the standard pen is, I think, 258. The damage, I think, is about 440, something like that. And the gold pen is over 300, just over 300, so it's, for a tier 8, that's extremely good penetration values, and when you combine it with the accuracy of this gun, it's quite good. Now, I don't understand why they're having trouble penning me. This thing has got turret armor, but it does not have hull armor. Here we go. IS-6 is whizzing along, oblivious, well, not oblivious, I think he perhaps thought he would get more protection than he did from that ridge. Now, I called for help and in this situation, and luckily at least 3 of our heavies have come down to help me out, which is really nice. But look at the accuracy of this gun. Easily finds the weak points on the KV5. Admittedly, they're nice, big, fat, juicy weak points, but you just aren't going to miss them with this thing. Poor old IS, he tracks us, but he fails to do any damage again. And there we go, we take the KV5 out. So we're doing quite well at this stage. We've done in excess of 3,000 damage just in that short exchange, and somehow managed not to take any hits back in return. Well, the other things to notice about this tank, I am running rammer, I am running optics, and I'm also running vent, which is the old sort of standard I guess loadout that you would have for a heavy tank, or indeed a lot of tanks, because you get sort of bang for buck out of each of those things. You might wonder, well, why would I bother with optics? I do like to be able to see things. You know, this thing has got no camo, so you're at a significant disadvantage. But if you look at my spotting range on this thing, it's right out to the full 445. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's slightly more than that, which means that at least I've got some chance of spotting other tanks as they get closer towards me, possibly even out-spotting some of them. But the other thing I find too by playing with optics in these sorts of vehicles is that it optimizes the damage, because it optimizes your assist damage. Now that's about the only shot in this game where I have no idea where it went. Looked like it should have hit that church or the Black Prince there, but it didn't. Okay. I'm just having a shot at that bush. I know there's a TD up there somewhere. Okay, the Skoda's fired one shot. We can afford to perhaps take one, which we do. Now he's on a very long reload, or a relatively long reload. Oh, that was a bit unlucky that that other guy didn't take him out. Now, he's let us load, which is not a good idea from his perspective. And I don't know whether he'd reloaded then or not, but either way, nice to take him out there. So that's our third kill for the game. Oh, I just find I get targeted by artillery all the time these days, but then I suppose so does everyone else. There's another good hit. And we take out the AT. I'm a bit worried about this Forest Spirit, which is just another name for an SU-130, very powerful sniper. Very powerful. He just took out the poor old our SU with one shot. He's got a 130mm gun too, but it seems to hit well, it does hit a lot harder than this one does. I think it hits in the order of about 560. Not that keen to rush in and get killed at this stage, so I was thinking of going down the beach and coming up behind this guy. Also trying to see if I can get a shot on the charioteer. But yeah, overall, this tank can have quite good games. It's the sort of thing, it's a TD, but you can really drive it as a support heavy. It's relatively mobile. It has good turret armour. It's sort of around about the 200 mark. It's well sloped. You know, if people hit the 2 button and fire gold at you, they're probably going to pin your turret. But the hull, on the other hand, is very weak. It's only just around about 100mm. Has these little turrets on the front of the tank, so it's not great. But you know, here we have we've delivered 4,000, almost 200 damage. We've taken out 5 enemies and played an important role in winning this game, and that was an ace in this thing, so that was pretty good.